All right, one of the things that I'm noticing real quick is it is very easy to prattle on for an extended period of time and produce videos that are way too long with way too much stuff, too many topics. So I'm going to try and cut that out. Um, this is, I'm wanting to talk about the table. I set up a table in my lab here that is going to be, I load it with stuff, get rid of the stuff that's on it in one way or another, and then load it again. It's going to be my staging area, basically. I had another staging area behind me. It was just proved to be too small because some of the boxes and some of the things that I've got are just of significant size. So I've got a decent size 72-inch long table that's set up right now and covered in stuff. So first project that I'll be doing is clearing that off and identifying the things on it that need to stay, go, or go into storage. I wanted to mention social media. This is a YouTube-centered project. I will have a website. I'm building that website myself, and therefore it is going to take a long time. And I don't mean building as in I'm setting up WordPress. I mean I'm building the whole damn thing. And my plan is to build the whole thing from scratch. And when I make changes, it's going to be changes that I want. And that will take some time, and I'll probably shoot videos about that. Not too many, I don't think, because I really think that there's absolutely no reason why anybody would want to see that. But I'm also I'm going to be trying to teach my kids these technologies. So the three of us are, well, the youngest one's a little too young still, but the two oldest and myself are going to be working on these sorts of things together, and they're going to be doing their own websites. So that'll be fun. And so that website will also include a journal, a web journal that is the companion to what I'm doing here. And there may actually be different topics depending on, I haven't really decided how it's going to fall out yet. But there will be one that's parallel to Dad's Day. There's going to be another one that is more elaboration on projects and what have you, and that sort of steps and stuff. And then those will link back to videos, and vice versa. If I do more explanation on the video about a particular thing, I'll include that in the web journal and what have you. So I'm still fighting through a bit of a cold, and that makes speaking a little weird. It sounds funny to me. I hope I don't sound too funny. I always sound funny, do I? I have a peculiar diction. I realize that. So if anybody is complaining about that, well, then thanks for watching. And I did want to mention that I have one project on the table right now that may end up getting moved off the table over to the side because I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to pursue it yet. But I have some bottles that I've been collecting, and not collecting them to have them for display, but collecting them because I'm thinking, these are interesting shapes that might be useful in other projects. But cutting glass is a barrier for me. I haven't really done much of that. I've cut plain glass, sheets of glass, which is, it's okay. The idea of cutting a bottle, especially as heavy as some of these bottles are, I'm not sure how it'll work. And it's one of those things that might be interesting, just to see how it would work. And it also, I'd kind of like to maybe frost some of them and do some different things, perhaps etch, I don't know. But there's going to be, that is, one project is just going to be experimenting with opening, or actually cutting these bottles. So that'll be fun to try. All right, well, I have learned my lesson, and I'm going to cut this sucker right about now. Thank you very much. If you paid any attention at all, I appreciate it. If you didn't pay any attention at all, why don't you forward this to somebody that might be interested? Thanks a lot.